Hi guys, and welcome back from Carly at the Herbathicary. If you know me or you've seen any of my previous videos, you probably agree that the first person to use the phrase idle hands are the devil's playground were probably thinking of me. So I have a plethora of different crazy hobbies that I like to do throughout the year to keep my idle hands busy, keep me out of trouble. September is just one of those months though. Summer is clearly over, although I still live in hope that the last tomatoes on my bushes will ripen so I can make tomato soup and sauces and preserve them. So I'm not quite ready to make green tomato chutney or fried green tomatoes or anything yet. Some stuff still has some time to ripen. My birthday's out the way, too early for Halloween, way too early for Christmas. So this year, my clever husband preempted by buying me this forager's table ready to grow gourmet lion's mane kit. He knows I've always wanted to try grow them before. So instead of just buying me the spores, he got me the entire kit. As it was my first time, I thought I'd walk you guys through with me. I have grown mushrooms before, but purely by accident, chucking some old mushrooms in a compost heap or the similar. But I believe that this process has to be a lot cleaner, disinfecting everything so that there's no interfering fungi or molds trying to grow. He did also get me the Urban Farmet pink oyster growing kit. However, this one looked like it had a lot more rules and I had to wait to get the spore through the post anyways, so I thought I'd start on the lion's mane. So the instructions were quite concise. It came with everything that I needed for this project: a spray bottle, an extra humidity, well, not an extra humidity bag, but the bag that it was in, and a little sweetie because my husband put that it was a present. Now, I wasn't going to be able to make it straight away on my birthday, so it was advised to pop it in a fridge. So I'd kind of already done that. It had been stored for about 3 days before I started. This is the fridge that I use for storing things like my sauerkraut and my preserves. It maintains a temperature of about 12°C. Next step was literally to cut a hole in it and put it back in the box and spray it about 3 times a day until we saw some action. It does say quite clearly that you want to spray from about 10 centimeters away, as you don't actually want to be spraying onto the spawn, just keeping the area moist. As you can see, I did cut the proper X in, but my little boy thought that he'd help out. So according to the instructions, in 7 to 10 days or so, you should start to see pinning, which is like those little white pimples popping up from the substrate. So I moved it from my room and I put it in the spare room to give it more of a chance. But by day 7, there didn't seem to be much going on at all. The spores did, or the mycelium didn't even seem to have spread that much. That changed quite a bit on day 10, where we got quite a lot of the widespread throughout the box. However, it did seem a bit of a weird color in the middle. I wasn't sure if I'd had some contamination when my son decided to get his grubby fingers in there. So I emailed Urban Farmet and they told me it looked absolutely fine to just keep on with the process. Sometimes it can take a bit longer depending on the temperature of the room it's in. And admittedly, the process of moving it from downstairs in my bedroom that is slightly warmer to the spare room upstairs, which is about a steady 18 degrees, might have slowed it down, but by day 20, I hadn't checked on them in a couple of days. My daughters were doing the spraying for me as I was working double shifts. But by day 20, it looks like mine skipped the pinning stage and just gave me a baby little mushroom. So day 20, we have a little lion's mane mushroom. I'd probably estimate it about tiny bit bigger than a £1 coin. So again, I'm going to close that flap, spray outside, and come back. And day 25, I've turned the heating on slightly in this room because I checked the temperature and it was dipping a bit at night. But on day 25, it is doubled in size. Not only that, if you look really closely, you can see all those little holes and stuff that a tight lion's mane mushroom has. To be fair, I've only ever bought them dried, but I can't wait to see how big they get. It's day 27 and I am officially happy to call this experiment a success. The slight increase in temperature has made a difference. The mycelium is everywhere and my little lion's mane mushroom has doubled in size yet again. So I'm not gonna come back with any other videos. I will post the final product once it has done and I am ready to harvest. But then I am assured that if I just continue this process again, I should get a second and maybe even a third flush. Hope you guys found this video useful. I do really suggest Forager's Table, the mushroom growing kit.